Welcome to the Know. I'm Meg Turney.
I'm Ryan Haywood.
There has been an awakening. Have you felt it? With all your, see?
It's a little tingly.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I talk like that and you're like, you know.
Yeah, it's a little down the spine.
Do you want to come do a news read? Sorry, all right.
There was a great disturbance in the Force.
Yes, we're gonna make that joke again later. With all the back-to-back viewings of The Force Awakens you probably did this weekend, you might have missed out on some pretty cool gaming news in addition to a few of your daily functions. But don't worry.
And don't miss those daily functions.
Yes,
Those are important. Otherwise, you make a mess.
You just say whirly. We won't spoil the movie for you here if you haven't seen it. And also, you will not spoil it in the comments or we will ban your ass.
Oh, they'll do it. Visceral Games has all but confirmed that they are working on an open-world Star Wars action RPG, much to the delight of Star Wars fans who've been hankering for a good RPG set in the universe since Knights of the Old Republic. It's as if millions of voices suddenly cried out, in squee?
Yeah, like they were excited.
Squee! That's a pig noise, though.
No, it's not. Squee is like the international internet slang for excitement.
I know. They're squeeing like pigs.
No, it says that.
That's a pig noise. They squee.
Such a dad.
They're
squeeing like the kids are squeeing like pigs. After months of rumors about what exactly the new Visceral Games Star Wars title could be, a job posting on the company's website indicates that it is indeed an RPG. The job posting specifically highlights that Visceral wants a system designer to contribute to the project vision in areas of hero control / mechanics, AI behaviors, combat / weapons, class design, skill / progression, enemy design, story, and boss encounters. The whole thing was written in caps, so they're either really excited about it or totally angry.
There are a few other details about what the new position will entail that lends itself to the RPG genre, but that's the juiciest one. For a while now, we've known that Jade Raymond and Amy Hennig, formerly of Assassin's Creed and Uncharted respectively, are both heading up this new project, but we weren't sure what type of game we could expect. The most concrete information we had received up to this point was from Sir Nolan North, who had indicated it would be in the same vein as Star Wars 1313.
Other less concrete details have come in the form of hints from Visceral Games staff, social media accounts, and developer blogs. Padawans everywhere have noticed that none other than Han Solo and the Millennium Falcon have regularly popped up in many social media postings from Visceral Games, such as a recent Instagram photo of Amy Hennig and fellow writer on the project Todd Stashwick. In reference to the photo, Hennig tweeted, "We'll be your scoundrels. Pachoo, pachoo."
Other curious reference to Solo appeared on game director Scott Warner's feed, featuring everyone's favorite guy who shot first, inserted into the game Mercenaries, with the caption, "Chewie, we're home." That's very bad. Chewie, we're home.
That was he's got like a gravel to it.
He's got the old Chewie. We're home.
Okay, well that was a little too much.
That was too much.
Like
I went too far. That was him in Tim Moore years.
Yeah.
Warner also worked on that game, which, if you'll recall, was an open-world action game that featured destructible environments. Considering that Visceral, as part of EA, would have access to the Frostbite engine of Dragon Age, Battlefield, and most recently Battlefront,
yes,
and the possibility that this is an open-world game featuring the Millennium Falcon or Han Solo, suddenly seems less far-fetched than Solo making the Kessel Run in 14 parsecs.
It's 12. You know it's 12. And also, you say Han Solo.
Han.
His name's Han the whole time.
Konami, whatever. Han.
I'm
from Georgia. We say Han Solo,
right.
Okay?
Fair enough.
It's like a Dixie cup mess with the thing that you do in the... Yeah, never mind.
All right. How Han Solo would work in an action RPG that involves classes and other elements of the genre is a little bit harder to identify, so maybe that idea isn't totally viable. Either way, it is interesting that the next Star Wars RPG we're getting is coming from the former developer of Dead Space rather than the former Knights of the Old Republic and Mass Effect developer. I mean, the open world RPG seems much more in BioWare's wheelhouse than Visceral Games. One also wonders how open world an RPG can really be that takes place in a galaxy far, far away and presumably involves multiple planets and locations. Open world might not be the best descriptor unless the scale of this game is something completely unique, like No Man's Sky-ish.
Well, that's happening.
Yeah.
Star Citizen, No Man's Sky, it's procedural world generation. It's the new thing.
Yes.
But I really just want to know if it's going to have HK-47.
I don't think you really do. I think you read that right off the script.
But I love HK-47.
True.
Yeah, dude, he was always about, man, I should just eat the humans, but I guess I'll deal with you for now.
Fair enough.
Regardless of what exactly this game turns out to be, we know that Visceral Games most likely has a hit on their hands, as the Star Wars franchise is currently printing out credits for everyone remotely close to it. Over the weekend, The Force Awakens completely Alderonned all previous opening weekend record holders, putting in... Huh?
Spoiler for the original.
Oh.
Whoops.
We got bad news for you.
No.
If you lived on Alderaan, you don't anymore. The real estate prices went way up.
Very sad.
It pulled in a reported $247 million compared to Jurassic World's $208 million. The movie did also bring in about $528 million worldwide, again beating out Jurassic World. Suck it.
Yep.
Dinosaurs, also from a time long, long ago. Wow.
Yes.
What's with old shit?
They're all like, we love the past.
And those numbers, by the way, don't even include China, which got Jurassic World one day early.
Yes.
On day
one, and had that in their numbers. And Star Wars is doing so well, it doesn't even have China.
They don't care about your numbers.
Right. All those numbers are still coming in, so we do expect them to be even higher by the end of the day. The movie, which probably did most of its business early because people didn't want to have it spoiled by an idiot on Facebook, also did a record Thursday night and first day opening, providing us with proof that nerds really like Star Wars.
This is just the second of probably many more huge Star Wars titles to come out of EA and its subsidiaries. The hope is that this one wouldn't be nearly as rushed as Star Wars Battlefront was to get to market, having started development after Disney's acquisition of Lucasfilm back in 2012. Battlefront's been coming under a bit of criticism lately, not only for the hefty $50 price tag for the season pass, but also for its lack of content.
Yes, you maybe need that. By this point, even EA has admitted that maybe it didn't have enough for hardcore gamers, with their CFO saying that it was intentionally designed to be accessible. So, quote, an 8-year-old could play with his father on the couch, as well as a teenager or 20-year-old could play the game and enjoy it. It is more accessible. And for the hardcore, it may not have the depth that they wanted in the game. Always good to tell us that after we bought it instead of before.
I don't know what he's talking about. My 4-year-old is awful at the game.
Oh, really?
Just can't.
What a jerk.
He always plays Rebels, too.
Oh.
While we have no release date or title on Visceral's RPG, we can assume that EA probably wants new Star Wars games out about as often as Disney's pumping out the movies, so it's possible we could see something as early as fall 2016. Unless they go with the same strategy as EA did before Battlefront and release it alongside Episode 8, which would place it in the hands of gamers sometime around summer 2017.
Maybe in May? Maybe keep the tradition alive that they broke with this movie? Let's just hope they give it enough time to bake. Gamers jumped on Battlefront out of nostalgia for not just the Star Wars franchise, but also for the previous Battlefront games. They might not be quite so forgiving of EA's next Star Wars title, unless all that Han and Millennium Falcon stuff does turn out to be true, and then all hands are off.
That's not a saying. People don't say that.
Take my hands off it. All right, so or if they slap KOTOR in the name, just, let's drop some good stuff.
Oh, I already bought it.
Oh, it's done.
Yeah, KOTOR works.
See,
but then the other KOTOR games wouldn't be as canon, while this new one would be, and that would be a little bit confusing.
That's very true.
But why midichlorians are canon and Darth Revan isn't is anybody's guess. But that's the world we have to live in now.
That's very true. What do you guys think of the prospect of a new Star Wars RPG from Visceral Games? Do you want them to go back to Dead Space, or are you hoping for a new entry in the KOTOR saga that's actually part of the canon? Let us know in the comments, and be careful because some assholes will be down there trying to spoil the movie for you.
Just don't read any comments.
Just leave a comment and then look away.
Don't read it. And try to not have any kind of discussion.
That's very
until you've
true.
seen the movie.
Yeah.
If you would like to be in the know on latest Star Wars games, like this video and subscribe to the know.
Nailed it. All right, ready? He didn't even have a hood. The guy who says this doesn't have a hood.
Yeah, we're good.